And we're back. This is live at the Center for Performing Arts at Rhinebeck, lovely Rhinebeck, home to so many wonderful things. There's Ferncliff Forest, there's Cole Palin's old Rhinebeck Aerodrome, there's the Mazzarella Thompson Park, there's the Winnicke Land Trust, there's the Poets Walk, there's the Dutchess County Fairgrounds, home to the fair, and of course there are all the great restaurants here in Rhinebeck, Terrapin and Gigi's and Calico and the Beak and Le Petit and Village Pizza, my favorite place, and Pete's Famous and all these great, so you have a lot of things you can do in Rhinebeck. If you get tired walking around and you don't want to go to the fair anymore and you're tired of eating, come to the Center for Performing Arts. Come to the Center and you'll see a show. This month, this is our July show, we are presenting Assassins, Stephen Sondheim's great critique of one particular facet of American history. That plays July 1 through July 17. And then Frank Marquette is directing a series of plays by Bill Duncan, a Hudson Valley playwright. That's called American Moments. It plays July 22 to July 24. You know how to get to us, 845-876-3080, Tuesday through Friday, between the hours of noon and 5. Saturday, 1 to 5. Always online, Center for Performing Arts.org. And sitting to my right, Ellen Honig, who is the director of Assassins. And here's the poster. It's a lovely poster. Let me grab it if I can. So what is this play? I mean, obviously the title tells you everything. Say more. What is it about? What is Assassins about?
Oh, it's my turn?
Your turn.
Assassins is about, it's American history. It's about the violence that keeps occurring in America. It's about people who feel so marginalized and so unhappy with their government, who feel that the government, the politicians lie to them, and feel that they have to take things into their own hands. People who feel unloved, uncared for, and who become violent and commit these heinous acts.
And we start with who? Which
continue on. And we start with John Wilkes Booth, who is played by Justin Stockleggett.
That's Justin.
That's Justin right there in the blue shirt. Over here is Coleridge Greathouse. He's playing the balladeer. The balladeer represents, he tells the story of the assassins throughout the play, and he represents the American dream, all that you can be. He's the great hope of America.
So he's not a gunsel. He's not a guy shooting at anybody.
And we, in the process of doing this play, it's not just about the assassins, but it's about all of us. It's about how we respond to the violence in America, and how innocent people are getting, who are, you know, wind up in the way of a bullet and wind up dead.
So so what great assassinations do we do in this play? I know
we have the assassination of Abraham Lincoln.
Number one.
Charles Guiteau assassinates Garfield, McKinley, JFK, attempt on FDR, and Mayor Cermak was killed, and we have an attempt on Nixon's life, two attempts on Ford's life, and is that it? There are 9 assassins in the play, and they range from 1865 to, I think, 1975, maybe 1981 with Hinckley. So the music in the play, which is Stephen Sondheim's music, and the book is by John Weidman, is historical. It has, it progresses through the periods, the style of the music. The music is beautiful.
As the balladeer, what is your purpose? I mean, what are you doing in the play? You're the everyman?
Yeah, the sort of middle Americana, you know, sort of not only telling the story, but carrying the dream, presenting the dream for everyone, that this is what you can be, you know, if you work hard and if you do the right thing and, you know, follow the, you know, I guess the proper channels, you can accomplish things.
And you won't need a gun.
That's correct.
All right, that's the point of the balladeer.
Right.
Okay.
The promise of America.
Do you have like sympathies toward any of the assassins or alleged assassins?
I don't know if I would say sympathy. There's definitely some pity there at times, but not sympathy.
No
I
sympathy.
disagree with them
Sure.
completely.
And your Booth?
Yes.
Is that you? So what's your backstory? Probably of all the assassins, he's got the clearest through line.
Yeah, well, in the song that we're going to sing today, you'll hear a little bit about Booth's history, which you don't really learn in the history books and during social studies. So it's really neat to be able to dive into these little aspects of.
Like what?
Well, for one thing, they talk a little bit about his rivalry, I guess, with his brothers in the theater community, and how that may have been a trigger to make him so upset, and maybe it was more family life and things like that really pushed him over the edge, in addition to his feelings toward Abraham Lincoln.
His brother was the greatest Hamlet of the 19th century. Edwin, the Prince of Players.
Yes.
Yeah, and Junius Brutus. His brother and his father was a Junius Brutus.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was a failed actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, also a drunkard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wound up shooting Abraham Lincoln
Yes, he did.
for the cause.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that it isn't all dark and gloom. The music is.
There
just
are funny
terrific.
assassins.
There's some really, because the assassins are so far out and so crazy. Sometimes it does go into a little bit of humor, and it's a very clever book. So I think people would really enjoy it, because John Weidman wrote a wonderful book for this. So
And this is your second time doing this?
yeah, we did it 15 years ago at the Morton Library.
Yeah. And then we did it once here. The Laurie Martyr directed it at that time.
Right.
Yeah. That's like 10 years ago, maybe? 9, 10 years ago, Babette? Yeah?
5, 10 years ago.
10 years ago? Yeah. So what's different about this production?
The design of the production will be completely different, I'm sure. We're not taking it, it's not a Carnival Barker situation. It's written with the Carnival. I've placed it in a children's urban playground, and the proprietor is a gun salesman.
Of the playground.
He makes his sales in the playground.
Cool.
So that's the beginning. And I have some children in the show. There are places for the children that were written in by Sondheim, but we added a few little things just to have the children weaving subtly through, so that people know that we're thinking about the innocence.
Who else is in the show that we should look out for?
Oh, there's a lot of good people in this show. We have a new fellow, Nick Loskew, who's going to play Hinckley.
Uh-huh.
He's got a beautiful voice. He's a charming guy. He's 17 years old, 18 years old. I love Shulgosh is Austin Carruthers.
Whom I don't know.
His
He's
father is somebody that we know from the area, Rhinebeck. He's actually, I think, a builder, his father, George. And Austin has a beautiful singing voice, and he's got something that's so touching about him, and he's playing one of the assassins. Emma Goldman is played by Paula Lucas. And Emma Goldman, it was said, did meet Shulgosh and influenced him with her anarchist philosophies and stuff, and maybe inspired him to go off and kill a president. She was accused of that.
Was she tried for that?
No, I don't think she was tried for that.
You were just in West Side Story.
That's correct.
And who were you in West Side Story?
I played the role of Ice.
Ice.
Yeah.
You
Keeping
did the
it
cool song, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, cool boy. Great number. You were very, very good. Is this your first time with us?
This is my first time at Rhinebeck, yes.
Yeah, where have you been before that?
The last show I did was, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago at County Players. I did Full Monty.
Why were you off for 7 years?
Because I've been teaching.
Teaching? Where do you teach?
I teach at Dover Middle High School. And
What do you teach?
I'm a chorus and theater director.
Ah, so it's not like you're teaching biochemistry.
No, no,
so
no.
it's not
I'm
an
still in the
alien-
field.
Still in the field of
Just not
theater.
on
What do you
stage.
do during the day?
I'm an administrator at Bard College.
Really?
Yeah.
So you live in the area?
I do.
And you live where?
Poughkeepsie.
And you are now in Woodstock?
Saugerties.
Saugerties.
Yeah.
Okay, but you were here for years and years. Just
Yes,
right down
for
the
20
road.
years.
Yeah.
But there's Mally Heinlein is in the show too. She's playing Sarah Jane Moore, and she's
Okay.
brand new to us, and I think she's pretty good.
And who's Vera?
Vera's playing Squeaky Frog,
Vera
and she
Perry.
couldn't be better. She's just fabulous.
Yeah.
She's so funny and wonderful.
Vera was just Tybalt in
Little
Romeo and
scary.
Juliet.
Yes, very scary.
little innocent-looking thing.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Assassins by Stephen Sondheim, with a book by John Weidman. This opens on July 1. It plays through the 17th, 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, 3 p.m. on Sundays. Tickets are $27, $25, and you always call us, 845-876-3080, Tuesday through Friday, between the hours of noon and 5, Saturday 1 to 5. Always online. You wake up in the middle of the night and say, I want to see a play about an assassin. So you go to centerforperformingarts.org and you can order tickets. Are you doing any double headers on Saturdays? Do you have like a 2 and a 3 or a 3 and an 8? You're just doing the straight on schedule. 4 weeks though, right?
3-week show.
3-week show. July 1 through the 17th. So you only have 9 chances to see this show. And you've directed 111 things here.
Right.
I believe. So tell us some of the things that you've done.
Well, I directed Follies here. We did a little night music. I've worked mostly with Joanne over
She's
there.
pointing to Joanne Schubert.
She's our musical director, she and Paul. I did Gypsy here.
That was the first show.
Yeah.
July 1998.
We did Equivocation a year ago. God, I don't know. A lot of shows.
A lot of shows,
A
and
lot
also
of
at the
shows.
Morton Library. you did
And
a
at
lot
the
of
Morton
shows.
Library.
And when we were at Tent, you did a lot of shows.
Yes. The tent was a lot of fun.
It was.
Really enjoyed that.
In some ways, it
I
was,
feel like we should bring it back.
Yeah,
Right
bring
out
the
there in
tent back,
field.
bag the building.
Summer.
It would be a hell of a lot cheaper. Ladies and gentlemen, believe me. We could do the same output for like 1/5 of the money. Any last thoughts? Anything you want to say?
No, thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for being here. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, Assassins, a serious topic by a serious American composer, a serious American theme. We certainly can't get away from it. Guns, drugs, and money. That's what we're about. We'll be back. And we're back. So that was Assassins, and don't forget, July 1 through 17. The Rhinebeck Theater Society production of Assassins. Opening on July 22 for one weekend only, July 22, 23, 24. A new playwright, actually not new, last year in the first Hudson Valley Short Play Festival,
Right.
you did 1 play by Bill, is that right?
Correct.
Good. Now we're doing 6 plays by Bill?
6 plays.
6 plays. American Moments, it's called. Bill Duncan is the playwright. Frank Marquette, sitting in the center, is the director, and this is Sharon. I'm sorry, your name again?
Jerry.
Jerry. They're in American Moments. How many plays are you in, Sharon? Of the 6?
I'm in 2.
You're in 2
But I
of the
play the
6.
same character.
And how many are you in?
I'm in 2 as well.
2 as well. Are you the same character in both plays?
Sort of the same character.
Yeah. So, Frank, what is it about Bill Duncan and his plays that makes you want to do him?
Bill writes comedy. He writes what I call old school comedy. I asked Bill, when I first started working for him a year and a half ago, who are your influences? He said Groucho Marx and Jack Benny. I said, we're speaking the same language.
Jack
He
Benny.
said he grew up listening to radio,
Uh-huh.
and he paid attention to the pauses and the rhythms. And I said, Bill, we should get married. Anyway.
And have you since that time?
No,
Oh,
no, we're dating, but no, never mind. So I've enjoyed working for him. He thinks I understand his plays. We hit a home run with The Mediator last year at the festival.
At the festival, yeah.
And I'm happy to tell you that we are presenting The Mediator again as an encore in American
Is
Moments.
Dana in it again?
Yes.
And was that Ed Kleinke was in the
Ed
first?
Kleinke was in it last year.
Is he going to be in it again?
No, we don't have Ed back.
Oh, what happened with Ed?
Ed moved to Brooklyn on us.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't
Yes.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were just in this past festival.
I was.
The second festival.
And I was in The Mediator for the first festival as well.
You were? You were in that?
Yeah, I played the, the grouchy
Oh, right.
woman
Yeah,
who,
yeah.
employee.
It's a 3-character play, right?
4 characters.
4. Who's the 4th
yeah.
character?
There's The Mediator.
Yeah.
There's the officious court clerk, and then there's the couple.
The husband and wife.
The husband and wife.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Cool. All right, so what are the 6 plays? The titles and...
So the
what are they
titles are, there's Jeep and Boat. The same 2 actors play the same 2 characters in Jeep and Boat. They're
like?
in
So those are 2 plays?
2 plays.
Jeep,
Jeep,
Boat.
Boat. The
And
characters...
what are those plays about?
Okay.
Jeep and a boat, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, well.
So Jeep is Harry and Seal. They're a middle-aged couple who bicker. Their love is manifested by their bickering. And Harry is selling a Jeep, which he really doesn't want to part with, and his wife Seal is taking the calls. And she's telling him everything that's wrong with the Jeep, and he's not listening. It's a kind of a Burns and Allen. I know I'm dating myself, but it plays like an old sitcom.
And is Boat sort of the same?
Boat is pretty much the same. They're out to sea. Actually, they're on the Hudson in a boat, and it's storming, and Harry doesn't know how to work the motor, and all hell breaks loose.
How typical.
Right?
How male of him. And what are the other four?
Okay, then we have America Speaking and America Praying. Sharon and Jerry are featured in both. America Speaking is about a young reporter, first day on the job at a local radio station, interviewing a man who represents consumer product safety. And he's responsible for Why don't you tell him who your character is and what he's responsible for?
His name is Spencer Gladley. He's kind of a used car salesman, but without selling a used car.
What is he selling?
He's selling America.
America.
As far as he's concerned.
He actually sells space. He stocks the shelves in the grocery store with boxes and boxes of cereal that are mostly air.
And what are the other two plays? So
The other two plays,
America Speaking, America Praying.
America
Jeep,
Praying.
Boat. What are the other two?
two other plays, Phil and Ted. Phil is Ted's son. These are bittersweet. These are not raucous comedies. Phil is recently out of prison. He's working in a soup kitchen. He's a boastful young man without much education. He's something of a loser. His father rejected him, and he's telling us his story.
And you're directing all these plays?
Yes, I am.
And how big is the company? How many people are around?
There are 12 actors. And
12?
Yes.
So Sharon and is Dana?
Yep,
Dana?
she's in the mediator.
And
which
Joe
is-
Felice?
Joe
And
Felice.
who else? And you're in it?
Ellen,
Right.
Jerry Winthrop.
John Schmitz.
John is in it, okay.
He,
John
he
plays-
connects all the plays. He plays, so the producer is this role that comes out in between each play and sort of links them all
Stage
together.
manager.
Have you
Stage
done other
manager.
things here other than the short play festival?
Just the short
Just
plays.
so now this is something new for you.
Mhm.
Is this your first time here?
Yes, it
And
is.
where have you been before?
I've done a lot of improv.
Where?
I did it in Stone Ridge in the Hudson Valley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like at a club or? You
No,
go to a
no,
group?
I did it on stage at
TMI.
I also did TMI, that's true.
What is TMI?
TMI is basically a writing workshop where you write your deepest, darkest secrets, get up on a stage and perform it.
Oh, really? And people pay money to see that?
They do.
Yes,
They
my
do.
deepest, darkest secrets.
That's
I don't
right.
think so.
I think I think you do well at it.
Yeah, maybe. Frank, you just opened up a space in Red Hook.
Yes, I did. The old chocolate factory in Red Hook. I've been theater on the road for 19 years. I finally have my own performance space. So we have 1,800 square feet, office, storage, rehearsal, and performances.
How many seats?
I can seat 60.
60.
We did a murder mystery the other night, and we had 60 people.
That's
I was
cool.
very pleased.
Is it working out so far?
So far, yes.
Great, glad to hear it. So, what's up for you? Anything else after
Let's see,
you
some
don't audition
vacation
for
stuff.
enough
You know,
things.
I know I need to come out more. I need to clone myself, and then
Clone?
yes, and then I can do as many things as I want. But I participate on a lot of boards in the Hudson Valley. I do a lot of charity work, so that sometimes, and I'm a mom, so that takes up a lot of my time. But I'd love to do more theater because it's my first passion.
Did you study theater?
I did.
And
yeah,
Frank,
I
do you
did.
have a degree in theater?
I don't have a degree in theater. My
What?
degree is actually in art,
Art.
graphic design and fine art.
Oh.
But I've been acting since I'm 16.
Uh-huh.
Acting, writing, directing, and
Have you always been in the theater?
I'm a holistic eye doctor.
A holistic eye doctor.
Someone had to be.
Oh, doctor,
You know,
it hurts when I do that.
no, actually, it hurts when you do that.
Yeah, so don't do that, I know.
Right.
Right, the guy with doc, I get a pain in my eye every time I drink a cup of coffee, take the spoon.
Well,
out
you'd
of
have
the
to have a
cup.
good day
Yeah.
job, you know.
So, cool, so this is American Moments, opens on July 22, one weekend only, right?
Correct.
Friday night at 8, Saturday at 8, Sunday at 3, tickets are $20. All new plays by Bill Duncan, directed by Frank Marquette. You call us, please, 845-876-3080, Tuesday through Friday, noon to 5, Saturday 1 to 5, always online, centerforperformingarts.org. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to get some music from Assassins and hear a scene from what play we're going to hear the scene from?
America Praying.
America Praying. All right, so don't go away.
Someone tell the story, someone sing the song. Every now and then the country goes a little wrong. Every now and then a madman's bound to come along. Doesn't stop the story, story's pretty strong. Doesn't change the song. Johnny Booth was a handsome devil, got up in his rings and fancy silks, had him a temper but kept it level. Everybody called him Wilkes. Why did you do it, Johnny? Nobody agrees. You who had everything, what made you bring a nation to its knees? Some say it was your voice had gone, some say it was booze. They say you killed the country, John, because of bad reviews. Johnny lived with the grace and glitter, kinda like the lives he lived on stage. Died in a barn in pain and bitter, 27 years of age. Why did you do it, Johnny? Throw it all away. Why did you do it, boy? Not just destroy the pride and joy of Illinois, but all the USA. Your brother made you jealous, John. You couldn't fill his shoes. Is that the reason? Tell us, John, along with bad reviews. He said, damn you, Lincoln, you've had your way. Boy, with blue blood you drew out of blue and gray.
Tell them, listen.
Damn you, Lincoln, and damn the day you threw the U out of USA. He said,
Hunt me down, smear my name, say I did it for the fame. What I did was kill the man who killed my country. Now the Southland will mend, now this bloody war can end, because someone slew the tyrant, just as Brutus slew the tyrant.
he said, damn you, Lincoln, you righteous whore.
Tell 'em what you did.
You turn your spite into civil war.
Tell 'em the truth.
And more.
Tell 'em, boy, tell 'em how it happened, how the end doesn't mean that it's over, how surrender is not the end. Tell them how the country is not what it was, where there's blood on the clover, how the nation can never again be the hope that it was, how the bruises may never be healed, how the wounds are forever, how we gave up the field, but we still wouldn't yield, how the Union can never recover from that vulgar, high and mighty nigger lover. Never, 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 never. No, the country is not what it was. Damn my soul, if you must, let my body turn to dust. Let it mingle with the ashes of my country. Let them curse me to hell, leave it to history to tell. What I did well, and I did it for my country. Let them cry, dirty traitor! They will understand it later. The
it was. Johnny Booth was a headstrong fella. Even he believed the things he said. Some called him noble, some said yella. What he was off his head. How could you do it, Johnny? Calling it a cause. You left a legacy of butchery and treason we took eagerly and thought you'd get applause. But traitors just get jeers and boos, not visits to their graves. While Lincoln, who got mixed reviews because of you, John, now gets only raves. Damn you, Johnny, you paved the way for other madmen to make us pay. Lots of madmen have had their say, but only for a day. Listen to the stories, hear it in the songs. Angry men don't write the rules and guns don't right the wrongs. Hurts a while, but soon the country's back where it belongs. And that's the truth, still and all. Damn you, Booth!
Hi, I'm Belle Beamer with WRTD. I was wondering, are you born holy or do you earn it? Can you buy it?
My dear young woman with the earmuffs.
Could you just please help our listeners, oh Holy One, with a brief description of your message?
Gladly, I preach the way.
Oh, well, the way?
The way of absorption.
Oh, abortion. Well, there is a whole church dedicated to all sorts of people trying to stop that.
Please, kind reporter person, absorption is our goal.
Oh, right, sorry. Well, you mean to be aware and to become...
I teach the way of self-absorption.
Well, I thought religion said to say no to yourself for the sake of others.
And what has been the result? War, famine, pestilence, and disease.
Mm-hmm.
That is because people do not see fulfillment comes when the self is fulfilled. Do we not secretly wish to hear our true selves speak? And it is not a blessing to be heard? Seek the self and be saved.
Well, I don't think that traditional religions will think that your message is very...
The passion of self-absorption is revealed in the passion of physical pleasure. Surely you must know of that.
Oh, well, my boyfriend Normie sure knows of that.
It is so. Sex is good religion. The ancients practiced sacred sexual rites. The way of self-absorption follows tradition. To allow the inner self to thrive, we must open and free ourselves of material things, even of clothes, which are artificial.
Well, you don't wear clothes?
I must wear clothing in the public, but these things are unnecessary when I and my followers are in our sacred spaces.
Well, my Norman just might change his religion. Do you walk the way naked?
We offer a special path to the way through our religiously developed tincture cincture. It is skin-dyed, fits snugly around the waist, and with the proper pressure on our patented cord, clothing from the waist down mystically disappears in the wink of an eye.
Well, I must say, oh Holy One, your religion is just, it's nothing I recognize by my upbringing.
Nor I, oh gentle one.
Well, I'm learning that, and well now, of course, I'm a bit more grown up, and
Matters of value need time for understanding.
Oh, you think so?
I know so. In my last line.
Wait, your last line? What did you do before?
I mean my last life. In my last life, I do not discuss.
Well, wait a minute. Do I know you from somewhere?
Oh, no, young reporter lady. We have never.
Wait a minute. Oh, were you in product research and development?
This is not to be nosy news person.
No, I think I know you. Mr. Gladly? Spencer, is that you?
Spence.
Spence? What are you doing here?
Making a living like everyone else.
Whatever happened to all of your corporate ideas? What happened to fluffing up the beer and watering down the beer and fluffing up the toilet paper?
They let me go.
Wait, what?
I got canned. Some guy came up with new angles.
Well, meaning?
He started off in charging extra for items that used to come with the product, like electric cords and regular spare tires. Then he made fruit look better because people buy for looks, not taste. He got pretty pears and peaches without taste and no juice. Right away, I know the guy's a winner.
Well, I am just so sorry for your loss, Spence.
Oh, me too.
And we are back. So you saw a number from Assassins. I want to thank the lovely Joanne Schubert, who is one half of the team of Paul and Joanne Schubert, who have been musical directors here since Booth actually assassinated Lincoln. Yeah. Didn't you play in the pit of Our American Cousin? Yeah, yeah. I actually, funny story, way back in 1965, the first annual College Theater Festival, my school opened it up at a new theater built in front of the Washington Monument, built by Joan Crawford. It was called the PepsiCo Theater. And the night that we opened, they reopened the Ford Theater that had been closed for 15 years with the production of Tartuffe. I think it was the University of Oregon or some such place. But we were the first two shows. And the Ford Theater is just an incredible place. Wonderful museum in the basement. So we saw a number from Assassins, Frank Marquette and crew. Sharon and Jerry saw a scene from America Praying, that was the play, and that's from the collection, American Moments. Assassins will be here July 1 through 17. American Moments will be here July 22 through 24. Don't forget to call us, 845-876-3080. Sitting to my right is our fearless leader, Marlene Golia, who's the president of the board of the Center for Performing Arts. And sitting next to Marlene is Isabel DeChiara, who's just come on board. And how many months you been here now? 2, 3, 2?
5.
5?
January.
Oh my God, it seems like only yesterday.
Forever.
Who's our director of development. And they're going to speak about the big event of the summer, which is called A Magical Moonlight Affair.
Yes.
Wow. It's the annual center fundraiser on Friday, August 26th. And what are we doing this year?
Well, we are doing several things. Primarily, we are honoring the founder of the center, Andy Weintraub, for his amazing work here. He actually created this
He built it.
space with his own 2 hands.
Every nail. He
Every
hammered every nail.
Yes.
He laid every tile.
Yes.
Every square foot of carpeting.
Yes. And that's one thing that we're doing.
Right.
And we have wonderful entertainment. That's why it's a magical moonlight affair. We have Ryan Dutcher, a wonderful illusionist.
Yes, he doesn't want to be called a magician.
No,
he's an illusionist.
He's beyond
He's
magicianship.
beyond magic.
Yes, he is. He has
Transcended magic.
Yes. And now he's into illusion. But he's really amazing and a lot of fun. Works
We've had
out
him
in
here
Las
before.
Vegas. Yes.
He did a fundraiser how many years ago? 2 years ago?
3.
3 years ago.
He's extraordinary and a lot of fun.
All right, so he's the centerpiece.
Yes. And we have silent auction, live auction, wonderful food provided by Terrapin Restaurant. And it's going to be a glorious magic.
And we have sponsors already for this event.
We have lots of
Who
sponsors.
are the sponsors? Who are the people who are sponsoring this? Jim?
We have Darren and Dana Page.
Darren and Dana Page.
We have
Yes. Dowden Agency. Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo.
Yes.
Bogus Grady.
Bogus and Grady.
Yeah.
So they form the kind of center of our sponsorship.
6 or 7 of them, right?
Right, it's our
Yeah.
sponsors that have committed thus far.
Right.
And there are still sponsorship opportunities
Absolutely.
available.
You want to do this, don't
You
you?
want
Each and every one of you
absolutely.
out there. If you have a business, no matter how big or small, or you're an individual who wants to promote yourself, you should sponsor the center
Sponsorships,
fundraiser.
absolutely, anywhere from $100 to $1,500
Sure.
or more.
And it's tax deductible.
Absolutely.
And you get your name on our wall.
Absolutely.
And you're in the program book.
And depending on your level, you might even get tickets.
You might get free tickets.
Yep, tickets to the gala,
is
tickets to the
good.
show for the
Tickets to
year.
shows,
This is a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
It paid.
All right, so the centerpiece is Ryan Dutcher.
Mm-hmm.
We're honoring Andy Weintraub, our founder and former president. We have a whole bunch of sponsors. And then we have a live auction and a silent auction,
Correct.
right? Now, the live auction, we already have the big items, right?
Yes.
And what's the theme of the live auction items this year?
Getting away.
Get
Yes.
away.
We have, let's see, what we have, Mexico,
A house in Mexico,
a house in the Bahamas,
a house in the Bahamas,
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, Where else?
And where else?
get away in New York
Oh,
City.
it was in New York, yep.
What?
St.
St.
Croix.
Croix.
St. Croix.
St. Croix.
All right, something here in Rhinebeck.
Something here in
A
Rhinebeck.
getaway in New York City.
Yes, we have two getaways in New York City.
So that's
I
7
believe.
houses, right?
Yeah, yeah.
7
And,
houses.
They will form the center
That's
of our
live auction.
Live
our
auction,
live
yes.
auction.
In fact, those are the only things we're going to auction off.
I
live,
believe
right?
so.
Right.
Yes.
And we have silent auction items
Yes.
too. What kind of
Silent
things we
auction,
have?
which
there?
includes things like restaurants, jewelry, spa packages, memberships to various
Yes.
art and entertainment in Dutchess
And a whole lot of
County.
people are jumping on board already, right? And giving us
Absolutely,
stuff.
Yes.
absolutely.
Sure. This is so
So
cool.
that's another thing, if businesses wish to donate something, it's a way to get your name out to a good group of people.
Sure, if
that
you're a
want to be
restaurant,
there.
a gift certificate to a dinner for 1 or 2 people.
Right.
If you're a spa,
If
maybe,
you own a store, if you have a business that provides some kind of services,
right.
get your tax return done.
Get your tax return.
An eye
done. Have
exam,
have
perhaps?
A will.
And a holistic
A
A
holistic eye
holistic
exam,
eye
perhaps?
doctor. I want to know, what does a holistic eye doctor do exactly? I mean, like, you don't believe in drops and stuff?
Well, no, we use drops, but what we believe in is getting to the cause of problems and
Good.
and
Good for
treating
you.
them naturally.
Excellent.
Well, if you might offer an exam.
Sure.
A consultation.
Oh, and maybe I can do that, and you can give me a part in another play.
Sure, why not? That's how we cast everything around here. Right? You give us stuff and you can play Hamlet. I don't care who you are, just give it to me and you got the role.
It's just
That
like
sounds
Albany.
pretty-
All right, you like that?
Just the way it
It's
works
just
at
like
Albany.
Albany, exactly.
One speaking now?
Yeah.
Yes, he's-
All right, so how many fundraisers have we actually done? This is like since 1990.
Oh, gosh, Lou, you know better than.
99 was the first one.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, it was the very first one we did. I believe that was Donald Corrin was the
Yes,
host.
Probably.
Yeah, he was, right here on our stage. So this is like our 17th, does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, 17th or 18th, I don't know. We have a goal.
Yes, we would like to raise with ticket sales and sponsorships and the auction. I think we're shooting for
40.
Yep.
As a gross.
Yes.
And why do we need that money? To pay for all of our huge salaries.
Yeah, no,
No.
that's not it.
That's not it at all. Well, you know, we lose 10% a year. We don't make it. I mean, you know, so it's a little sidebar. You know, everybody looks at the theater and they say, why are you asking us for money? You sell tickets. Yeah, of course, we sell tickets. We have 165 seats. We're not Hamilton, which I think is now $850, and that's the cheap seat. Commercial theater in America is the only theater that makes money. Most of the theaters in America, I'm sure you are aware, are community theaters, regional theaters, high school theaters, or university theaters. And each and every one of those theaters is subsidized by somebody. The PTSO or the PTA or the school district pays for high school theater. Alumni associations and grants and donors and the fixed budget budget for a drama department, pays for university theater. Regional theaters are underwritten by every rich family and corporation and foundation in America. And all us poor community theaters out there are providing the same service. Limited seats, limited ticket money, but our expenses are virtually the same as any other commercial production. No matter who you are, if you attempt to do a play like West Side Story, you can be a regional theater, you can be a commercial theater, you can be a community theater. They're going to charge you the same royalty. You just cannot avoid that. So you start out to do a show like Assassins, I'm sure you guys are in for like $6,000 or $7,000 just in rights and royalties.
Oh, yeah.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to buy their scripts. You can't use your own scripts. You have to buy their books. Plus, you have to give them a security deposit, which you may or may not get back. Your musicals around here, which used to cost no money, remember in the tent? Yeah, it was extremely no freight on the books.
And that's before you put one person
on the stage.
On the stage.
Yeah. I mean, you do a musical around here, and you've committed to $7,500 in rights and royalties, and about that much in an orchestra. You haven't done anything yet, you've spent $15,000. There's only 165 seats. We don't charge more than $27 a ticket. Hence,
we need
a fundraiser.
support. Yeah.
Because we always lose money. There is no way in the world that we can make money. No way.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
We rely on the support of our friends in the community and businesses in the community and foundations in the community. And in fact, they're our shareholders.
Partners.
Essentially. They're our partners in what we do.
All right, so this fundraiser is Friday, August the 26th
Yes.
at 7 p.m., and it consists of a cocktail reception in the lobby, wonderful catered food from Terrapin Restaurant,
yes.
silent auction items all over the place, a live show with Ryan Dutcher, a ceremony to honor Andy, and Andy, we have various things. Ellen is in the midst of putting together a lovely... Oh, I'm not supposed to say anything about that? Is that a surprise?
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Erase all... No, I didn't say anything. So there's the your honorific for Andy Weintraub, live auction, dessert, what else?
I don't know, you just threw me with the what we're not doing.
What we're not doing. All right, whatever. Anyway, it's a big event.
Yes.
Friday, August 26th,
Bring your
7
friends.
p.m.
Come.
And you'll be out of here by 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will be out of here by 10:30.
And we need your help.
Absolutely.
All right?
Tickets are available already online.
Already online, please. You can order tickets. CenterForPerformingArts.org, 845-876-3080, Tuesday through Friday, noon to 5, Saturday 1 to 5. Any last thoughts? Anything you want to add?
It's going to be a great night. Be
A magical
sponsor.
moonlight affair.
Yeah.
Come join
Right.
us.
Cool. All right, thanks. That's our show. See you next month.
Everything about it is appealing. Everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you you would not go far. That night you open and there you are. Next day on your dressing